Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at justkeepswimming_podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who's with me. It's your boy, Mr. Toi. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes, sir. Number 1-3 on the beat. What's good with y'all?
Not much. How you doing today, bro? Good?
I'm alright, yeah.
Yes, sir. I feel it. I like you got the gold on still all the time.
Always.
He always looking like a pharaoh, don't he?
Hey, yo, you should see my my shower cap and then my night cap. So the shower cap, it has these golden lockets, linkets. Like a chain, my bad. Just golden chains all around. And then it's just like black.
Oh, wow.
And then my go to bed one, it's a Dragon Ball, so it has like the gold, yellow, orange balls.
Oh, that's
with
dope.
the stars and shit.
That's cool.
I'll be lit.
You'll fly, huh?
Yeah.
Fly when I'm asleep. I love it. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special episode coming for you guys today, and we're bringing back a very special guest. You guys haven't heard her voice in a while, but we're so glad to have her back in the studio. So bring to the microphone Miss RaeAnna, or RaeAnna, I'm so sorry. Yeah, punch me right now. Miss RaeAnna. And you know what? I kept saying in my head, RaeAnna, say it right. And I knew I was going to fuck it up still. I'm tripping.
It's alright, I forgive you. You can just say Ray, that works too.
Yeah, I had to use the government the first time, then we go to the next
My
name.
full government name is only when I'm in trouble.
Well, you're in trouble because you're in an interview.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Probably
Deep.
pressed with questions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Deep. Let's start with the first question. How high can a monkey jump? No.
I don't know.
5 centimeters? No.
45 feet to be exact.
Yeah, you never know. But, cool. So, yeah, Ray, glad to have you back with us, man. Everything been good with you recently?
My life's been crazy recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And that's kind of why you got the episode today called I'm Still Standing.
Yes. Because when you life knocks you down, but you have to get back up.
Right.
Bad.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, you back up.
I'm going to start off with this question then. Do you feel that saying is just way easier said than done?
I feel like it is in instances when you're just like super defeated. Like I've had times in my life where I was like just very mentally defeated, where I just felt like I didn't have purpose, I didn't have meaning, I didn't need to be like alive anymore. And if somebody were to say that to me during that time in my life, I'd have been like, well, fuck you. But at the same time, I'm not saying that you have to immediately bounce back.
Right.
But you need to feel your feelings, assess it, figure out like your own accountability for it, forgiveness to yourself and to others if you were hurt by someone, and like formulate a plan to move the fuck on.
Right.
Because life is just too short, you know?
Yeah. No, I truly agree with that one. I've been knocked back too. I'm sure everybody in this room has been set back. Everybody who listens to this podcast has been set back in life one time, at least multiple times.
But I wish it was once.
Yeah, and then and that's kind of why I named the podcast the way it is. It just keeps swimming, because it's like, yeah, life's gonna give you lemons. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna punch you in the chest. It's gonna kick you in your legs. It's gonna make you cramp up. It's gonna throw in all the obstacles it can. But it's like, man, I gotta just
keep standing.
Yeah, keep standing, keep swimming. Yeah. So I love that. So, yeah, Rae, I was just curious on what you willing to share about your experience of being knocked down recently.
Yeah, so I was in a long-term relationship. I was engaged. My wedding date got moved around a lot. At the time, I was okay with the first 2 times it happened, and then it just kept happening. I was like, this is fucking frustrating. This is dumb as hell. And then we just didn't have a date set.
Oh wow.
And then I found out that my dad has cancer, and he's had it for 2 years now, but it was super important for my dad to be at my wedding, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna get married in July. We didn't have a date set.
Mm-hmm.
I want my dad to be there. Don't know my dad's health condition right now, so yeah, I basically went from cool, I'm gonna be a wife, to where the fuck am I gonna live?
Mm.
And that was because I was told that this person was disconnected from me and not mentally ready for marriage.
Mm.
Just out of the fucking blue too.
Right.
Never had a conversation with me about it. I think back to it and I'm just is that why you were so distant? All the little things,
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, cool. You don't want to be with me? Great. I left for a week. I went to California, to the mountains. I got a friend up in California that lives on a mountain, and her house is just really peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
She's literally on a freaking mountain, in nature, in the Tahoe National Forest. It's fucking cool. It's beautiful. I love to just go out there. So I went out there, and during that time, I was sick, but I was also sad. I had a lot of emotions, but I got to a place within that week that I was like, okay, I accepted what it was,
Right.
And then I got home, and then I found out that there was a whole slew of bullshit I had no clue about. I found out that he was having an affair with his best friend's wife.
Oh, wow.
And his best friend's wife was also my friend, who was supposed to be the maid of honor at our wedding.
Oh, wow.
And I was just
that's a haymaker and a half.
A big ass slap in the fucking face.
Slap in the face. That's a kick in the chin.
Super betrayal. A lot of emotions with that. Yeah.
That's
and
great.
So I didn't waste any at this point I'm just you know what, fuck it. I'm not gonna stick around. So literally the next day after I found all this shit out, I moved out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really know. At first, I didn't really understand why this was happening to me. I was what is the point in all of this? But I've been able to process it more. And honestly, this is just a lesson for people. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you need to have boundaries, you need to have standards, and don't let people slide on those things that are important to you just because you love them.
Right.
There are so many things that I let slide because I love this person, and it really wasn't okay. And the funny thing is like I talk to people now, like old friends, coworkers, family, and they're just like, yeah, we never liked how he talked to you or how he treated you. And I'm like, you motherfuckers never said anything.
Right.
Oh, but you were happy. I don't give two fucks. If you see some shit, say something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's just me or like accountability thing, but like I don't know if I had a friend that was going through something similar and it was like very consistently like they were being treated some type of way, like I would bring it up. I really fucking would. And I don't even oh, that's not your business. It is my fucking business because that's my friend, that's somebody I love, you know what I mean? But yeah, so it's been very
rocky.
Not rocky. It's just been kind of crazy how everything went down. And, you know, at the beginning of the year, I really wanted to, like, my goal was to just continue down the path of, like, healing and personal growth, personal development, and just, like, really make my life what I want it to be. And I really thought that I had it, like,
you're right there.
Yeah, and then this happened. And I've come to find out that not everybody that you love is meant to go with you where you're going.
Yeah.
And it's like such a hard fucking lesson to learn, especially when you like have a lot of feelings and like you're a good person and like you want to help people. But I was being held back.
Yeah.
And in order for me to get the things that I wanted, like I said to the universe, I want XYZ, I had to lose people to get there. Because they were just like holding me back.
Right.
It's like a fat stab in your pride.
Yeah.
'Cause you like want to help everybody and be kind and like have, you know, faith that, you know, putting in the work, especially in those with feelings and stuff, it'll work out. But some shit don't work out, especially for if you want something in life too. Right. So it's like, yeah, it's tough.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, we got together. I was in a pretty low place in my life, and I wasn't the best person at first. You know, I struggled really hard with my depression, and I still struggled with, you know, the previous relationship I was in. Prior to that, was a marriage that was really abusive and violent and manipulative, and like I still had all that I hadn't dealt with. And you know, eventually I was like, I really do need to deal with this because like it's affecting my perception, and it's like I believed it was affecting my relationship. So like I went back to therapy, and I was like, you know, these are the problems that I'm having. I was starting to feel really low on myself back in October of last year. Started going back to therapy, and the biggest thing that I didn't even realize was that I didn't have boundaries. That I was such a people pleaser that I just let people do whatever the fuck they wanted and just walk all over me, and then I'd be upset, and I'm like, but I never had good, healthy boundaries.
Right.
Like, I would be the person that will drop everything for anybody, but who the fuck's gonna do that for me?
Amen.
Kind of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, honestly, right now, you're honestly speaking to the choir, because I'm trying to practice get my boundaries up now, because I was on the same level as you. You know, not relationship wise, well, romantic relationship wise, but other relationships such as family relationships. I had times where, you know, I sacrificed something for a cousin. You know what I'm saying? He already know I sacrificed for him, but it's like, shit, bro. I went to my savings account to give you money so you can go do what you said you need to go do. But then, like I said, vice versa. I call that person asking for help. Like, yo, I don't need no money. I just need your service. I just need to help me do something.
Yeah.
I can't do it, fam. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de. And it's kind of like, damn, bro. I gave up 2-3 hours of work. I just gave you 3 hours of my work so you can go do something, and you can't even help me out for 10 minutes for something like that. And it's like, it hurts your feelings too, because it's like, I was saying last episode, I always expect myself and other people and I have to stop doing that.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because the world isn't like you.
The world is not like you. You're one-on-one.
The majority of people just have very... I don't even know. Like, the world just nowadays just seems very, like, self-serving.
Self-centered, yeah.
And very selfish. Mm-hmm. And sometimes setting boundaries does make you feel selfish.
It does.
I've felt very selfish. I've felt very lonely. I have lost so many people over the last couple of months, through the year, just because I set a boundary and they didn't like it. And what I've learned is the people that get upset by you setting your boundary are the people that benefited from you not having a boundary. And now they can't get what they want from you.
That's beautiful.
Some people will like manipulate you and gaslight you into thinking like that your feelings aren't valid or that you don't deserve to feel that way, or that's not really how it happened. Oh, there must have been a misunderstanding. But like, I don't know, I've just worked so hard to protect my peace at this point in my life. Like, if it is not bringing me peace, happiness, then I don't want to fuck with it.
I agree.
I'd rather be lonely and feel like down in the dumps by myself if I'd rather have that more than being around people that's just going to be using me and me allowing me for that matter.
Yeah, like there's nothing worse than being with somebody, friend, romantic partner, even family, and feeling alone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I was at with my relationship. Is I was in one. I had a ring on my finger, but where the fuck was he?
Right.
But I was holding it down at home. I was taking care of kids, house, keeping things afloat while running my own business, while doing my own shit, while like building myself, doing my own personal development, trying to keep my mental health, physical health on track. Like, I was fucking drowning and I was alone.
Right. Yeah. And you're supposed to be in a partnership. You're supposed to have a teammate.
And I wasn't. And fuck. It's exhausting.
No, I can only imagine it, because like you said, you're a mother, you work multiple jobs, you know what I'm saying? You was doing everything you do, then you was doing a podcast on the side, and it's like, you held it all down, but at the same time, the feeling is, I just want to come home and somebody be like, oh, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? I see you tired, let me handle the dishes this time.
Yeah, like I never wanted anyone to take care of me. I just wanted someone to step in and like be emotionally intelligent and just be, I don't know, I would even equate it to common fucking sense. Like, if you see something needs to be done, like, just fucking handle it. Like, you really think I want to be doing dishes at 10 o'clock at night? No, I don't. But like, I don't want to be doing them tomorrow morning either. Like, that kind of shit.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Or just someone to talk to, like you're just
a companion.
Yeah, sometimes you need somebody just to vent to, even if it's like, sometimes Dom would come vent to me, and I'm like, I can't do nothing about the situation, but you need an ear, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an ear.
When we was playing Apex a couple days ago.
Right, yeah, we had a bomb conversation. We in the middle of a match, and we talking about life and how people act, and I can't believe this, and it's like, we're just trying to understand, but no, that's needed, definitely in something like this. So I know as you were telling your story, you used a couple terms, and I kind of just want to ask, what did you do to make these things happen? So the first thing you said was, I had to feel my feelings. And I was just curious on, like, when you say I had to feel my feelings, what do you mean by that exactly?
So it was basically like going through the stages of grief, because it was a loss essentially. And I also had to, in my mind, pretend that these two people that were close to me, that I cared about, that I thought had my best interest in heart, I just have to presume them dead. Okay. In my brain, they're fucking dead.
They're gone.
They're gone. Like, who I thought that they were isn't even true, so I don't know them. They're dead to me. But it was a lot. Like, I was sad. I was heartbroken at first. I was very angry. Anger was an emotion that stayed with me for a long time. I wanted to like get even. I wanted to just like fly off the fucking rails. And the only reason I didn't is because I have a son.
And you bigger than that.
And I'm better than that. And I've quickly learned that the easiest way to kill something is to stop feeding it. Stop giving it time, attention, energy, any of that, and it will die. So that's what I did. I spent a lot of nights alone. I spent a lot of nights with friends. I spent a lot of nights by myself in my garage, smoking a blunt, listening to music, crying, like writing, journaling. And then I started to think of like, how do I get back to me? What are the things that I used to enjoy doing that I didn't do anymore because I was so consumed by someone else?
Right. I think I just got back into like gaming. I didn't game for a minute after like that relationship. I was like, yo. And then I finally found some games that kind of bring me some life again. But it's just like I'm still trying to rediscover who the fuck I am again. Or who I want to be after that too. Because I don't want to just go back to who I was. I just need to be who am I now and where am I trying to get to in spite of that.
Right. Yeah. And then, you know, I feel like you said, going back to something you used to do or you love, it kind of reminds you of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you feel that,
just things that like powerful. Bring you joy.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like, I like painting, so I started painting again. You know, I like going on road trips, so I started going on road trips. I like vibing by myself, so I started doing that more.
Yeah.
And like actually enjoying like my own company. And then things started to just like look up for me, and within like the last couple of days, like it's like good news after good news, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, how is this happening? Like, how is it being good? And I'm just like, man, because I'm like, I was meant to go forward, to ascend higher, to get higher frequency, higher vibration, and truly like just like believing that you are worthy and deserving of the things that you actually want.
Exactly. And knowing you are, exactly.
Because a lot of people have made mistakes in their lives that they have not forgiven themselves for, and that holds them back from having the life they want because they don't truly believe that they deserve it. So anytime things actually do get good, they sabotage it, they push it away, they run away from it. And I'm a firm believer in like, fuck that. Right. You know, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I don't judge people on their past mistakes. You know, I have friends that have done bad things. I've done bad things, you know.
Right.
I don't judge people for how they were. I will judge them on what are they doing to go forward.
Right.
How are they using what they went through to better themselves, better others, learn from it. Are they actually sorry for their mistakes, or are they continuously like following those same patterns and behavior, habit, stuff like that?
Yeah, no, and I fully agree with that. I feel this might be kind of I'm kind of throwing this together, kind of off my head, but it always makes me think of my bad.
You're good.
It makes me think of it makes me think of church a little bit. How, you know, on Sunday everybody shows up and they're as holy can be, and they're the most perfect person. But then, you know, God, I'm done gambling, I'm done doing this, and then on Monday they back out doing the same thing because they feel that, I got forgiven on Sunday, so now I can go back and do what I wanted to do and have fun, and then go back and ask forgiveness again and just keep doing it. And it's like, no, bro.
You can, but you're
not getting nowhere.
Yeah, you're not going to move forward.
Like, the true thing of repentance is asking for forgiveness and changing your actions to show that you don't want to follow that road again.
Turn away from your sin.
Yeah, turn away from it, not just, oh man, I punched that guy in the face, God, forgive me. And you go punch somebody else in the face because now you feel forgiven from the first person. Now you need to beat up 20 people. But because you asked for forgiveness 20 times, you think you keep doing it. It's like... But,
I mean, that goes right into, like... Well, I don't know. Okay, let me ask this. Well, so the second thing you kind of brought up was forgiveness.
Oh, perfect.
How did you... Through all of that shit you just said that made us gasp out loud. And I'm pretty sure the audience is wondering, like, how the hell did you forgive? What did that mean to you? What was your thought process? What did you feel?
Yeah, so for me, forgiveness is one of those things that you're not always gonna get the apology. Because sometimes people will really truly believe that they did nothing wrong, or they just don't give a fuck. And in either situation, sometimes you have to forgive yourself first for even like, because a lot of it's easy to place blame on yourself. And I'm not saying like I'm not taking accountability. I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, I was the perfect partner. But I was working on my shit. So there's a few different things you can do for forgiveness. One thing I like to do is I like to write a letter to myself from the person that hurt me, as if they're apologizing to me and saying all the things that I would want them to say in the letter form. And then I'll burn it. And to like release that. And it's really healing because you may not be getting that apology from that person, but it's still healing.
I was like, you get the exact apology that you want.
Yeah.
So once you got that and read it for yourself, it's okay. Well, now I have to move forward. I've received it in some way or fashion, so it's time to step forward.
And I just truly believe that I don't need to do anything to get back, because karma, like straight the fuck up, karma always delivers. She may take some time, but the bitch always comes through.
Exactly.
And I put my good karma out there. I try to be a good person, help where I can, give back when I can, be there for people, but not at expense of myself.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
And I think that's the main thing right there, you know, the going from forgiveness to I want revenge. Because like you said earlier, you wanted revenge, but it's like, no, let me forgive and let karma do her job. And look, for all you know, he was driving down the street and all 4 tires blew out. You know, like for all you know, like you're not talking to him, though, but I'm sure karma. Hey,
I didn't have to slash no tires.
Yeah, you had no slash no tire. He drove down himself and broke himself. And like I said, karma came back. So, and I fully agree the same thing. I highly believe that karma is just something that you need to let play out. You know, forgive yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I think I told Dom this a lot of times. Sometimes it's best to say, universe, God, you see what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let it go, though. I'm going to let it go and I'm going to let you handle it. And then just let it go.
Because you take up so much time and energy that wasting on being angry, mad, upset, hurt, vengeful, whatever it is. And that's just wasted time that you could have been happy, that you could have been smiling, laughing with your friends, fucking, I don't know, go to Europe. Go by yourself. Go backpacking in Europe. Like, just do something.
Right.
Besides just sit and stew in negativity, because that negativity breeds more negativity and you're going to attract that negativity to you. Right. It's always the people that always are like, oh, my life sucks. My friends hate me. My family's assholes. Like, my job sucks. Like, people that just always have to complain. And they wonder why. I
was gonna say that's the main reason why I've been like solo dolo recently. I'm just like, yo, I'm tired of just this complaining or this meaningless talk. Like, I mean, I'd rather be doing something that would benefit me or make me feel some type of like happiness and joy because I decided to do it, or just like chill by myself because it's like annoying. I'm not trying to hear that shit because obviously I have my shit too. Little behold, nobody really knew I was like in a rut really for like the last 2-3 months, but it's like I was handling it well, and at least it wasn't holding on to other people's shit. I had my boundaries, and even though I felt like shit, I knew that there was an up from here. Right. I'm not complaining about it. It is just what it is. If I need to vent, I'll vent, but other than that, it'll pass.
But it's like, you know, if I need to vent, I'm gonna choose who to vent to.
Exactly.
Because some people you can't vent to because they just make it worse.
They make it worse, or they feed off of it. Right. Or they go and tell other people your business.
Right, exactly.
Or they just genuinely for whatever fucking reason, want to know, like, your life, but they don't want to see you do better. Mm-hmm. They don't want to see good things happen for you.
Yeah.
And those are the people you gotta watch out for.
Yes, exactly. Because they want all your business, could share it, but they're not about to help you at all or show you the compassion that you truly need.
That.
Yes. No, and I agree with that. There's an idea, like you said, who you share news with, because I've been working from home recently, as everybody knows, and I've been noticing that some of the little stuff does not annoy me at all anymore. Like, my boss did something today, and she said, "Oh my gosh, I hate this system, these people." And I'm like, you just want to complain. You just want to complain or whatever. I'm not about to complain with you. I'm gonna hit you with a thumbs up and keep rolling. But I'm not about to complain with you, because all that's gonna do is just put negative energy in the air that we don't need. You know, we need to focus on the positives, counting the blessings that we do have at the time, stuff like that. So I know you talked about forgiveness, and I've kind of felt we was leading to the next part, which was acceptance. So how did forgiveness lead to acceptance, or what did you have to do?
Once I was able to, like, stop feeding the bullshit, and I could, like, forgive it, I could accept it for what it was. Like, I wanted answers so bad to, like, how long has this been going on? Why did this happen? Was I not good enough? And I know that's all shit. Like, I was good enough. I was too good. Mm-hmm. Because I know for a fact that I was putting in the work. I was doing things to better myself, but not everybody's on that level. And sometimes when you're doing good and you want to keep moving on in life, other people just want to keep you down. Because they're afraid, or they're lazy, or they just don't know how. They don't know how to communicate it.
They just run from it.
And I accept it now at this point, because all of the blessings that have come into my life since, you know.
And you started to see that positive did come out the negative, pretty much.
Yeah.
Got rid of the main source, or one of the main sources.
Yeah, like, I could truly be happy.
That's good, and I like that. Like, it's like the distraction finally got away, and that little cloud that was over you, and now you can actually see, like, oh, I am amazing. You know, and people love me, and shoot, I got another job, and I got people calling me up for business opportunities and stuff like that. And so that's beautiful. That's beautiful, right?
Yeah, and I don't know. I love love. Like, I'm a lover. And I proved to myself I could do it by myself. I know I could, but I don't feel like I should have to. And, like, just opening myself back up to new love, yeah. So, I mean, I've been seeing somebody, and it's like, it's fucking crazy.
It's night and day, huh?
It's like I manifested this person.
That's how it works. That's exactly how it works.
And I didn't expect anything. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to say this, just in case I want him to listen to this episode, because I know he's really into podcasts. But, like, I found somebody that's, like, into podcasting and podcasts and, like,
that's sick.
Audiobooks and, like, self, improvement and just shit like that. Like, that's super important to me. Mental health, that's super important to me. Music, super important to me. Traveling, like the physicality of a relationship, and not even like just in sexual nature, but just like like hand holding in the car, affection. Like, you see I'm upset, like, just give me a kiss on the forehead kind of shit, And I wasn't even gonna go on my date with him at first. Not that I wasn't gonna go, but like, I was just like, what is, like, because we didn't really talk a lot. Like, I was so used to guys just like blowing me up all day. But then I realized, like, those are the guys that are fucking red flags.
They thirsty, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all they want.
Like, after one fucking thing. Yeah. And so, like, it was just like a really different experience. And like, we've really gotten to know each other, and like, we're like taking things at a steady pace, and like decided like, oh, we're gonna be official. And that's just different for me, because like, I've never been like officially with anybody, and it was like, we're usually like living together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to actually have like a relationship that's like not rushed.
That part.
And
That part.
I just feel like a lot of people these days are so quick to just like jump into something, you know, live together. It's fucking hard out here to live by yourself anyways. You know, a lot of people even my age have roommates, and like it's just, life is so fucking expensive, but at the same time, like I would rather take the time to get to know somebody and establish a good relationship before you involve like living together and that whole sort of thing.
Yeah, no, and that's what it is. It's the foundation. Like, without a solid foundation, the house is going to fall.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what you do. And, you know, agreed. You know, I see it all the time. There's people on IG and Facebook. I'm like, damn, you got another new boyfriend? Like, I'm like, damn, why you keep posting these dudes? Like, you just like, you know, but yeah. I see it all the time, bro. I'm like, man. Like, date dude undercover for 6 months. Like, just because it's your first date don't mean you gotta post them on the first date. Like,
yeah.
No, and like I'm such a social person, and like everyone, I'm so used, like people are probably really used to knowing a lot of this going on in my life, and like yes, I am with somebody. I'm not like social media official just because like social media is my job, but that doesn't devalue my relationship.
right.
Yes.
Even though we're not texting 24/7, he still cares about me, makes time for me, wants to see me, kind of thing.
Right.
And I was weary at first for our first date. I didn't know what to expect, but like it went well. And like our second date went even better. Like we just people probably think I'm crazy.
Nah, it sounds you happy. That's what it sounds.
We went out for dinner real late, and then we just drove out towards like Seven Magic Mountains. You guys been on there?
Yeah.
Well, it was fucking nightoime, so we couldn't see shit.
Rocks, yeah.
So we just kept driving. We ended up in California. Like we stayed in California for 2 days, got hotels, went to the beach, like took a trip together, like our second date.
That's right. Wow.
And I don't know, I just like, because you get to see lots of sides of people when you like go out of town together. And like he was like, there was situations that were stressful, but like he never got mad at me. Like it was never my fault. And like he was able to like regulate that emotion, and I was like, wow, how?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
That's a diamond in the rough.
and that's what I'm saying. It's a diamond in the rough, and it's a diamond you would never found if you were still in another bush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you were still playing with another rough, or playing with something that you think is a diamond, it turned out that's just what's fake diamond?
Oh, that's fake gold, but fake.
What's fake diamond?
Or
Cubic zirconia.
there we go, cubic zirconia. Yeah, usually
Yeah.
cubic zirconia. I mean, you had a real ruby over here waiting for you. You know, and it's like you couldn't even got to that ruby because you were so focused on the fake. And it's like, you got a mind over here, you don't even know about it. But, you know, if the universe never played out the way it did, you would have never found it. And that's why I like it. It sucks, I understand, it truly sucks. But then it's like, as you're talking to them right now, you like a little schoolgirl getting on the phone. Yeah, like your legs going up. And like you just like... You know, like you in high school and you met your crush of the love, your first crush, and oh my God, mom, you called me at 7 and said hi. You know, like like you can see the butterflies it gives you, which is cool.
And it's scary too, because I didn't know like where his feelings were, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna be myself, and if I can be all my, like if I can truly show who I am and like you still stick around, like you still accept me for that, then that's all I really ever wanted.
Right. Acceptance to be yourself.
Yeah, I think that's just like the main thing. I don't want to be judged. I don't think anyone should be judged for who they are, as far as like their quirks or, you know, the things that they enjoy doing.
I fully agree with that.
I was belittled a lot and like made fun of, and then it was like always presented to me as like a joke, but then I learned that it wasn't a joke. Like he was serious on the things he was saying to me, and that was kind of a shocking realization. Like, damn, all those jokes and side comments and shit was like true.
He was being serious, but he always put a laugh at the end of it, so it looked like...
Yeah, it's like saying some fucked up shit in a text and being like, LOL.
Yeah.
Afterwards, and you're just like, could you just tell the truth?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know, it's just crazy.
I mean, I guess my main thing is you're still standing. You know what I'm saying? You're going strong. Life is starting to turn out back into your favor. You know, you had a few months, like you said, a rough road, brick walls, not knowing where you were going, and then it seemed like the clouds just came out again and your North Star popped back up.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom, there it is. That's where I need to go.
All this shit just kept piling up, and I'm glad that everything happened the way it did.
Right. That's good. So throughout your whole experience, I guess my question is what was the hardest part about staying strong throughout your experience?
Not letting my emotions get to me in a negative way, like making bad choices, making bad decisions. Because I just was so hurt at first that I just wanted to cause that same hurt and pain, and I just like finally realized it wasn't worth it.
Reflect the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that makes sense, you know. They say, one of my favorite quotes is, I don't know if Muhammad Ali said it, but it was on his poster, so I'm guessing he said it. But it says, dark cannot chase away dark, only light can do that. Hate cannot chase away hate, only love can do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, in order, you want they always say the truest revenge is turning the other cheek, walking away, not giving that person your energy, the time.
Yeah.
You know, let them scream in the corner for as long as they want to, or... Because
that's the hardest thing to do. Like, it's easy to react. It's easy to be angry. It's easy to do that. It's harder to be the bigger person. And I was like, I'm sick of being the fucking bigger person. Like, fuck this. I've always been the bigger person. I've always been the good person. Like, I'll be the villain.
I feel it.
And that's where most people slip. Man. It's like, oh, you know what? Fuck it. I've been doing it this long. Fuck it. But no, don't give up, Chief.
Man,
don't give up, Chief.
I know it, because I say it all the time. I'm gonna be the bad guy today. I'm gonna be the bad guy. And
I woke up and chose violence.
Yeah. Every time I do that too, and then I'd be like, no, I can't do that. That's being mean.
It doesn't make you feel good.
It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't at all.
I was like, there's no reward from it.
There's no reward besides, like you said,
you might feel better a split second.
Yeah. Just because you get to say, I got even.
Yeah.
You know, but that's not no. Or my thing is always what's the word they always say? Oh, I want my hit back. You know what I'm saying? I want my slug back. And it's like, and it's funny.
A slug.
Yeah, because my thing is always the video where the husband cheated and the wife is like, I want my hit back. And then now she gonna go try and cheat with somebody else. And I'm like, y'all might as well just end the whole relationship then, because
what's the point?
Yeah, that's just toxic as hell. Like, y'all might as well y'all might as well box than go, keep trying to cheat on each other, because that's what y'all leading to.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy, right? So, throughout your experience, I was gonna ask, how have like your friends and the people that respected your boundaries, how did they help you out? Or how was with them being part of your life, really?
Yeah, so my friend, like I literally called her, like she knew what was going on, and I called her, I want to say, was it that night or the next day that I found everything out, and I was like, hey, this is what happened. I need a U-Haul. I'm moving out. I need a storage. Can you help me move? And like she was fucking there.
Right.
She offered me a spot at her house.
Oh, beautiful.
Another one of my good friends, I had already planned on her coming out to visit. I told her like she was aware of what's going on, so like she still came out to visit, and so I got to hang out with her. I had like a huge outreach of people because I was really public about what happened to me on social media, and a lot of people reached out to me, people that I never even expected to. I mean, I'm sure some people just wanted to know the tea or whatever, but a lot of people like very genuine, like if you need anything, scream, cry, vent, you want to go out for a girls' night, like whatever you need. And that was really nice to see too, to know like there still are good people out there that I could trust, that I could, you know. And I've also learned, like, I don't have to tell everybody every detail of everything, you know?
Not at all. Yeah, because that's how, I mean, from what I remember when I approached you, I didn't even ask you what happened. I was just like, hey, good to see you're back. You know what I'm saying? Everything okay? Everything getting better? Your dad good?
Yeah.
And then you saw me. It was, if you want to share, you want to share. If not, we got business to talk about. You know, I was like ready to get back to the money. I wanted to know, but at the same time, like, I'm just glad you're talking again. You're back active. You know, if you want to share your business, I'm willing to listen. But if you don't want to share, that's your choice as well. I'm still here for you on a different aspect though, you know. And we want to do the podcast right still. We want to do the show. So
yeah, for sure. So like, I'm good. For people that follow up on me, I'm good. I'm doing all right. I'm coming back up.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna let this get me down.
Not at all.
I don't know if people expected it to, but I wasn't gonna let it, and I'm happy. I'm ready to see like what's next for me.
Yes. No, and the future is bright, right? You already know the future is bright. Like I said, I'm just happy to see that you're back rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't let that keep you down. You still got your smile. You know, you still got your fancy hairstyles and everything. So it's like,
I had to do new hair. You know, I had to do new hair.
Hey, I'm just glad you didn't chop it off all though. You know, usually girls always chop it all the way off.
Hey, I considered it. I really did, but I was like, I've been growing my hair for a while. I'm gonna leave it.
Right. But yeah, no, I'm glad you got back. I'm glad you came and gave us the exclusive interview of what happened. And you know, I feel like right now you really just defined Just Keep Swimming. You know what I'm saying? You really just define what the podcast is about. You know, I'm doing the best I can and life hits me in the gut. And, you know, yes, I had to take a step back and reset and refocus. But at the same time, I never stopped, though. You know, you kept swimming, you kept pushing forward.
Even if it was, like, behind the scenes, like, I was still doing shit.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with being behind the scenes. Sometimes you gotta take that step off stage and, like you said, get yourself in order and come back.
Yeah.
But just acknowledging and like adapt yourself up for still doing the shit that still needs to be done.
Exactly.
Despite the hardship.
Yeah, like I don't wake up every day ready to take on the world. But I know I didn't wake up to be a weak ass bitch. So get up!
Get up, right? I love it, man.
My mama didn't birth no weak ass bitch.
My man raised no fool, that's for sure. I love that. So, with the whole experience that you went through, you already know toward the end of the podcast, last question, what are you still swimming to?
I feel like I have so much more to swim towards now. Like I have, and it's like I have so many options because I can do things that I always wanted to do that I just kind of stuck on the back burner that weren't aligning with like that relationship. And so really I'm just swimming towards like what's to come next.
I love it.
And just embracing opportunity and like open-mindedness.
Right. I like it. I think you're on the right path.
I don't have a specific destination yet, but I'm just like enjoying the journey.
I mean, it seems like more of the reservoir is open up for you. And now you can see, ooh, damn, I got options now. You know, like first it was in a pond, and now you just made it to the ocean.
Yeah.
It's
like, let's swim across the ocean now. Let's see what's out there.
Right. I got nothing to hold me back now, so I might as well go explore, you know?
It's okay not to see an island in the distance. That just means you just keep swimming.
Yeah. I was going to say, oh my gosh, don't sue me, Disney. But Little Mermaid, it's a whole new world. Oh, damn, is that Little Mermaid? Or is that Aladdin?
Aladdin.
That's
Aladdin. I just saw the movie last night, too. That's the bad part.
Little Mermaid wanted to be where the people are.
There we go. Yeah, I want to be the people are. Aladdin was a whole new world. But yeah, it's a whole new world for you, Rae. I love it. And then you already know, is there a quote you'd like to leave with us today?
Oh, let me
I know you got something
browse the
powerful.
old phone because I have been posting a lot of quotes.
Yeah.
You already know.
It's that healing time.
Man, and sometimes that helps too.
Yeah.
Just to post something healing a lot. Like, you know, y'all probably not know this, but sometimes I'm feeling a certain way. The post that I post is toward that feeling that I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to shake it. You know, sometimes I don't know what the post comes like, I'm all over the place, but a lot of times my feelings guide me to like, let me post this because that's how I feel right now.
I'm trying to find something.
Oh no, you good. I know you probably got a reservoir of quotes over there.
I do. I have a lot of memes. I was like, that's not appropriate.
I mean, this is the Keep Swimming podcast. You can say what you want to say here.
We post as explicit.
Exactly. It's your problem if your kids hurt.
Oh, here's a good one.
No problem. Go ahead, Ray.
I got two. So this one, it says she, but if you don't identify as she, you can change it to he. Of all the things she's been forced to give up in this life, herself is something she will never surrender again. And then, where'd the other one go? If I must fall and shatter into a million pieces before I can become the best version of myself, then let me fall. I think that's pretty deep because we're taught to avoid falling or failure. You know, it's like when you're riding a bike and you're a little kid and like you're so scared to get those training wheels kicked off because you don't want to fall off your bike. But like, how are you gonna get better? How are you gonna go faster? How are you gonna do what you want to do if you don't fall down?
Right.
The pain only makes me stronger. Goku Black.
No, and that's real. Like I had an example of that last night. Actually, playing flag football. I had a little boy. He was a great quarterback, you know, but he threw his first pass was interception. So literally the next two passes we tried to throw, he kept getting the 7-second sack clock. I'm like, he's scared to throw. I'm like, bro, just throw it. Like, who cares? If they catch it, they catch it. If they don't catch it, they don't catch it. If the other team catches it, oh well. At least you can say you tried though, right?
Keep playing.
And then after that, he threw a pretty good pass, but the wide receiver dropped it. It was a beautiful reverse pass. It was beautiful. I was like, yes, let's go. And they dropped it. But you know, I was glad he got over that courage fear though, you know, or same thing with the flags. I miss the flags. Like, just go get them. Keep chasing them. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going after it.
I feel like that's the bridge I'm about to cross now where it's just like, fuck it, man. Like, I already failed at this so many times. Who gives a fuck anymore? Like, let's just keep it pushing.
Oh, yeah. Look, Adam told me recently, he was like, you need to go out and fail more.
Yeah.
Like, you try to do everything perfect the first time. You need to go out and just try to random shit and just fail. Try to fail. Try to fail more. Fail fast, fail often. Get back up. You know, fail forward.
Yeah, you gotta get out of your comfort zone if you want to grow. And you're never gonna be great at something the first fucking go around.
Never be great the first go around. And nobody come out and start walking right away. They fail 20,000 times when they start walking. So I love it.
I still fall and I'm 32 years old. So. Like physically fall. Fell up your dang stair. Not even your stairs.
Not my stairs.
The wrong building stairs.
The wrong house and fall up the stairs. Bang on the door asking for a Band-Aid. Like,
Can I borrow an ice pack?
I'm like, Ray, where are you at? I'm at your house. You're not in my house. I'm sitting right outside right now. You're not in my house.
I was like, where is this fucking guy?
Let's go back to your car and reset.
Where are you?
Yes, man. But Ray, I just want to say thank you so much for one, coming back to life and stepping out your box again. You know, letting your wings spread your wings again and start to fly with us again. I'm so glad to have you back.
Thank you. We was swimming.
We're flying now too.
Hey man, they're a flying fish.
Oh, that's okay. Fair enough.
Discovery Channel. Yeah. Or shoot. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. I was going to talk about how the killer whales launches a seal into the air with their tail, but I'm like, technically that's not flying. That's like falling with style.
That's getting
Yo, that's what I was. Go ahead, my man. Memory unlocked.
Oh my gosh. And then when you was actually flying, this isn't flying, this is falling with style. But yeah, Ray, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Thank you for sharing your story, opening up to us. We truly appreciate it. And you already know the future is bright. We got plans we're working on. You know, make sure you guys check out the Vegas Vibration page coming up soon. We have some big things coming in the works. And yeah, Ray, I already know you on to the next level. You already know you are.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So yeah, I appreciate you so much. Bros.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for joining us for another episode. Yeah, you already know. We're going to be back at it again next Monday for something else in Hot and Fire.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. Cool. And then,
Yeah.
before you go ahead.
No, that was what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Okay. And then, is there any marketing stuff or anything you want to shout out, Rae? I don't know if you're still doing your.
Yeah, I still got the business going on. I had a viral video last week about our lemon squeezy vape. If y'all are looking for a vape, THCV. It doesn't get you high, but it does decrease stress, improve focus and memory, and it helps suppress your appetite. So,
What?
yeah, these vape pens are flying off the shelves. The lemon squeezy tastes like lemon pound cake. So freaking good.
What other flavors?
That's the only flavor of the appetite suppressant.
Okay.
I have different vapes that do get you lifted, but this one just helps you with your munchies.
Nice.
So yeah, that's Ariel.com/RaeAnna RaeAnna Marie, and Ariel is spelled ARIEYL.
And you already know the link will be in the bio.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Ariel.com/RaeAnna Marie.
Got it.
Check it out on there. Grab one of those. Support the business.
Thank you.
Yes, and keep rolling.
Yeah.
And then, you guys make sure you guys check out your Audible books. You haven't signed up for Audible yet. It's still not too late. Get your 30-day membership. I finished the book, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, and oh my gosh,
That shit was lit, right?
That shit was fire.
That shit was lit.
That shit was fire. That shit made me want to cry at some points. I was like, man, that shit was amazing. So, yes, please get your Audible account. Check out The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. I promise everybody will love it. With all that being said, I hope you guys had a marvelous day, a splendid afternoon, a wonderful evening. Reach out to us on IG, Instagram, Facebook. IG, Instagram, same thing. Facebook, email. And remember to just keep swimming. Woo! Woo!
I love the little
with the line with the line, we ride as the pace keep pumping up.